So again, jack of all trades. It is a great exercise. Personally, I don't do them. I prefer regular barbell. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, Jesse James West and Cbum did a collaboration going over Cbum's top 10 exercises. Gonna be watching that. I've already watched the video. I've already got some thoughts. I'm gonna be letting you know exactly what I think. Are Cbum's exercises S tier, or are they at the bottom of D tier?
Number 10 is a standing calf raise.
Are you trying to call me out, bro?
Well, no, we all need calves. If we're trying to build a balanced physique, you walk around and you see a dude like wearing shorts, like her dad.
It's always
holding
the
his
dad.
kid, and they have calves, and you're like, I want those.
You got great calves, dude.
But they're all right.
Does it matter what machine?
No, whatever you want, anything to get the same motion.
Okay, so let's build them together.
And a standing calf raises first. I think this is awesome. A lot of people neglect training calves, but like Cbum said, if you want a balanced overall physique, you got to train your calves, boys. And I know a lot of people, they do the seated calf raise, but really, Cbum, I like that he's done a standing calf raise to stretch that gastrocnemius more. It's going to engage the gastrocnemius more, and that's that ball muscle on the calf rather than the soleus, and really, you want that big old gastrocnemius. So really happy to see he's doing a standing calf raise. I think maybe a slightly better option would be like on like the toe press calf raise, just because it's not axial loading, but both fantastic options. Bang on so far.
This next exercise is a little less surprising.
Number 9 is dumbbell shoulder press.
So we're building a very X frame.
We're going like isolated down to a little bit more compound.
Okay. We'll go with the 60s. I don't want to embarrass Chris.
Dumbbell shoulder press next. A fantastic exercise, but personally, if I only had 10, and I would probably prioritize a lateral, some kind of lateral raise to hit that lateral deltoid. Dumbbell shoulder press, probably going to target the front delts for the most part, but it's still going to target the overall shoulder, so it still is a good exercise. I would also prefer machine just because it's more stable, and I feel like I can work the target muscle a little bit better, and there's a little bit of risk of injury, but again, how can I argue with a 6-time Olympia champion? This is just my opinion. That's what I would pick. But for Cbum, that's what he's going to pick. And, you know, he's obviously the GOAT. So, works for him. That's amazing.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, David Lade, he stops before failure.
Yeah.
For all these exercises, should we be training to failure?
I don't do every single set, every single workout to failure.
Okay.
And Chris brings up, should we be taking, or Jesse does, should we be taking all our sets to failure? Chris says most of them, or not all of them, but here's my opinion. I think, in my opinion, you should take all your sets to failure if you are an intermediate to advanced lifter. If you're a beginner, this doesn't apply to you. You can make gains, do whatever you want, but the rule of 3 RIR, I think, is stupid because psychologically and mentally, you are probably holding yourself back even if you thought you were actually training to failure. There are some times where I'm working out where I know for certain that there are times where it's happened where psychologically the pain's too much and I hold myself back. So I think by always trying to go to failure, you're probably going to be training maybe 1 or 2 RIR anyway, psychologically. So I would try and take all your sets to failure, but that's just my opinion. That's what I think. So then that's what I do anyway.
Number 8 is?
Chest supported row.
Okay, I'm going to take a guess because, you know, Chris has like 75 of them.
Cbum.
No! What the heck?
Yeah.
Really?
I had to strategize my picks. This is something the average person has in their gym. And there's something later on in the list that takes me away from wanting to use a core supported hinge movement.
And next, chest supported T-bar row, a fantastic exercise. I think this is pretty much the best variation of a row just because I love the chest supported and the fact that's going to take out the erectors for stabilization. Gonna absolutely smash the mid back, lats, traps. Just a fantastic exercise. My favorite row variation. So glad to see it on Cbum's list.
Number 7 is incline dumbbell curl.
Incline dumbbell curl. Okay, we got a little science-based lifter over here. A little bit.
Is it?
A little.
It's just like a good stretch, you know?
What incline are you doing?
I use various different ones. I'll go from 35 degrees to 90 degrees.
Really?
Love me a good incline dumbbell curl. I think it's great because you can't cheat as much and you're getting a bigger stretch. Personally, my favorite way to do curls with free weights anyway is a preacher curl. I feel like it's even, you're not going to cheat you're going to cheat even less on that, and you are getting more tension in the stretch position. So incline curl, you're getting a bigger stretch but no tension in the stretch, versus the preacher curl, not as big of a stretch, but you are getting tension in that stretch. And I personally prefer that, so that would be my favorite way to do it with free weights. But overall, I would like doing it with the cables, the Bayesian curl going behind you like that. But hey, dumbbell curl, whatever kind of curl you want to do, as long as you're pushing hard, you're gonna make the gains.
Have you ever done
down.
it like laying down where you're like,
I haven't done that.
I call it the clown curl. This is what Mike Israel does.
You call it that? He's a clown.
Man, it'd be cool to like fight a dog with just your hands.
Because it looks like a clown.
Because like everyone clowns on it.
Okay.
I trademarked it.
Does it feel good?
It feels like my biceps about to rip off the bone.
All right.
Number 6, we're getting closer to number 1, which I'm dying to know.
Decline dumbbell skull crusher.
I've never done a decline version.
Dumbbell or with a cable, if you set the decline right there and you grab like the easy bar, do a cable.
Okay, let me try this out. We're here? What the heck? I'm really upside down.
Give me your elbows tucked.
Oh my gosh.
They don't have to be stressed too much.
Just right there, boom.
Yeah, in a comfortable way.
Decline dumbbell curls up next, and personally I prefer actually doing an incline, or sorry, did I say decline dumbbell curls? Sorry, I meant decline skull crushers, dumbbell skull crushers up next. I personally prefer doing them on an incline, but hey, I mean, they're both going to be effective, both great exercises for the triceps. You're getting a pretty decent stretch on the long head because your elbow's raised up here rather than like a press down where it's by your side. So I think skull crushers, dumbbell specifically, are a great tricep isolation exercise, probably one of the best tricep or free weight exercises you can do.
5, what is it?
Number 5 is a barbell back squat.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be number 1.
No, not quite.
A lot of people can't squat.
Which there's probably a problem that they should probably fix.
All right, so this is like 5B.
I normally be in socks or barefoot.
Okay.
I hate squishy anything under my feet when I'm training legs. To squeeze my glutes a little bit at the bottom of squats.
Hamstring to calf, drive.
So a bit of an interesting one here. Number 5, we got barbell back squats, but 5B, if you can't do that, any kind of like machine squat. And I love when Chris says, or Jesse anyway, hamstrings to calves. That's going to get you a really deep stretch, great range of motion. A lot of people are under the impression that going past parallel is bad for your knees. It's not, guys. If you build your way up to squatting that low, it's actually good for your knees. Now, obviously, if you can't do that, don't just go head first into doing that, but progressive overload, try and go a little bit deeper every time, build up that flexibility, get those calves to touch the hamstrings, and you'll get more gains.
Next, exercise number 4. It is?
Lying hamstring curl.
It's interesting that you chose lying, not to bring up science again. It's like bringing up an X.
All right.
But science says that seated builds more muscle.
Seated with a hip hinge. So maybe there's a movement later on with a hip hinge in it.
Ooh, okay. Where do you put most of the weight?
I like adapt depending, but I do really like loading it in the stretch position.
It's safe to say it depends.
It depends.
Lying hamstring curl, again, a fantastic option. Personally, again, I like the seated one more, but realistically, guys, the lying one is also a fantastic option. If that's what you enjoy, if you like that one better, I think that's great. Now, I like the seated one better because I think you're more locked in. It's less, you don't cheat as much, and you can get that bigger stretch. But if if you want to mix up your training, have maybe some more contraction biased movements, I think lying leg curl, it's going to net you very similar gains as long as you're pushing hard, guys. That's the thing. You know, these are Cbum's top 10 exercises. They might not be your top 10. Regardless of the exercise, if you're training hard, you're going to make the gains.
3, the supinated pull-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know where this is going.
It's close with a supinated pull down.
Let's do it. Ooh, holy crap.
We all sit on our phones all day. We're standing like this. Everyone's hands are held in. So it gives you a moment to be supinated.
And Cbum likes the supinated pull-up. Personally, I would prefer the lat pull down, and I would also recommend for me and most people to take a pronated grip to target the back more. But Cbum, obviously, his weakness anyway, if you were going to give him one, would be the biceps. So by taking a supinated grip, he's going to engage the biceps more. And like he said, you know, we're constantly in a pronated position. You can open up, go supinated, but you can also do some freaking dumbbell curls. So, hey, if you like supinated pull-ups, by all means, you're going to get a massive back by doing that. Personally, I prefer the pull downs and doing a pronated grip, but that's just what I like. Cbum, he's the GOAT.
Number 2 is an incline dumbbell press.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
That's a good
I was
thinking.
saving that one.
Good thinking, bro.
That's like a personal favorite.
Okay. What is the incline we're going on? I'm gonna take a guess, okay? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's like 35. A 45-degree angle is higher than most people realize.
Incline dumbbell curl, or not incline dumbbell curls, incline dumbbell press. Great movement. I do this one all the time. I also like machine presses, but I do incline dumbbell press pretty frequently, and they say specifically like 30 to 35 degrees. I have to agree with that. I think if you go too much beyond that, you're going to get a lot more shoulders than chest. The shoulders, the front delt specifically, probably going to take over. So we really want to keep it on that, the chest and obviously the upper chest a little bit. So I think by sticking to 30, 35, or anything lower, really, that's probably your best bet. But again, if you feel like you get a better stimulus going to 45, that's okay too. Just train hard.
Deadlift.
Yep.
I knew it. I
You know it
knew
from
it.
the beginning, or did you know it by
I
deduction?
knew it about halfway through when you at the lying leg curl when you said there's a hip hinging exercise later. I was like, deadlift.
And deadlift is number 1. Personally, I don't deadlift. I don't really like it for hypertrophy. In my opinion, I see the deadlift as a jack of all trades. It's a exercise that's going to grow a lot of muscle because it's targeting pretty much your whole body. Your legs are active, your back is active, and it's going to work a lot. It's going to work your hamstrings, quads, glutes, erectors, mid back. So I think that it is a great exercise in the grand scheme of things, but I don't think it's amazing for any specific body part. So personally, for me, I would much rather do like an RDL to really target the glutes and hamstrings better, because when you do a deadlift, it's kind of like you're squatting and you're also hip hinging, so the hamstrings aren't fully activated, and then you're going up at the top, so your mid back's getting some work. So again, jack of all trades. It is a great exercise. Personally, I don't do them. I prefer regular barbell RDLs, but it's definitely going to grow a lot of muscle, and Cbum likes him, and he's a 6-time champion. So that's the video, guys. Let me know, do you like Cbum's picks? I think he did pretty good. The only thing I would really say is I would have definitely had some kind of lateral raise option. I would have probably preferred that over the shoulder press, but I think otherwise than that, and I would have done RDLs instead of actual deadlifts. But other than that, I think his list is pretty freaking good. Obviously, it works for him. He's a 6-time champion. I've said that so many times. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.